Hi everybody, welcome to my Bajerski YouTube channel. Today we're talking Moldavite. Yes, I have three beautiful pieces right in front of me that I'd like to share with you today. Lovely pieces, absolutely gorgeous pieces. So here, take a look. Now these are all these three pieces are rolled gold. So they're solid silver and then they're rolled gold. 3 times dipped, so they come with a lovely thick gold coating of 18 karat gold coating. Now look at that. That is really unusual. Such a beautiful piece. It's incredible actually. Just let me show you how it looks. Okay, just look at that. Wow, look at that. That is beautiful. Such a lovely thick piece. Gorgeous. That is beautiful. Come a bit closer, Mark. Just move slightly. There you go. That is gorgeous. That is beautiful. It just is so beautiful. You can see just by the way it's formed by Mother Nature. You can see this beautiful. It's hard to describe really. It's gorgeous and it's mounted so nicely. Yeah, there's so much going on in this Moldavite. So much unusual. Yeah, look, you can see through there. It's just beautiful. You can see how the water will have just created this beautiful. It's a sculpture in itself and it feels incredible. It feels lovely to hold. This one really is beautiful to hold. So yeah, that is a beautiful piece. Now let's have a look. What does it say here on the weight? That's 7 grams. That's a nice, beautiful piece and a beautiful T-bar finish. It's perfect. It's a perfect piece. Beautiful. So that's the first piece. The second piece is a bit like a pencil piece, which is just straight down. Some people love that. I actually love that. I love this kind of shape, and the setting is perfect. This is called a cap setting. Again, in rolled gold, dipped 3 times. Beautiful 18 karat, and it's rose gold. And underneath that is solid silver from Bali. The stamped MB collection, all stamped MB, so you know that they're genuine Moldavites. And this collection is from Mali Clum. So again, beautiful. Now you won't be able to see this as well because it's a very thick piece, so you might just, there you go. Oh, it's not too bad at all. Brilliant. Gorgeous. Look at the colour of that. Isn't that lovely? That is gorgeous. And it feels, well, both of these two thus far feel beautiful. Grade AA, this one for sure. I would grade this probably a grade A to grade AA. Probably grade A, that one. Grades mean nothing really. The power of the Moldavite means everything. So what kind of weight have we got on that one? That's 6.8, just a couple of 3 grams less than that one. So very, very beautiful piece. And finally, we come to the final piece, which is, I'm going to show you at the side. So you can either wear it this way, so it's coming out, or this way, so it's coming in. So I actually love it like that. It's beautiful. And let's have a look at how that looks. Oh my God, that is gorgeous. Look at all the most beautiful ingredients in there, what it should look like as a piece of Moldavite. No fake Moldavite here, guys, only the best. Absolutely stunning. Stunning. Beautiful. Everything about that is gorgeous. Again, that would be grade AA for sure. Perfect piece. And a lovely T-bar finish. Gorgeous. Right, let's have a look at that. 8.5, so pretty big. There you go, gorgeous. Today's 3 beautiful Moldavites around your neck. How will that feel? Gorgeous. So every day is a Moldavite day for me. It has been for the past 20 years. Moldavite's been part of my life, part of my journey, and I've seen miracles every single day. As I've worked with it myself, or I've given it to a friend, or laid it on top of a client, and seen tremendous things happen, things that you would never really see from another crystal. One of the things that I often speak about is the Moldavite language, and that's in my book. I wrote that down in my book, and that was let's say, an adventure and a half to try and understand that language. Sadly, I came to the point where I never could truly understand what language it was. It wasn't of this world, and it was fascinating though. And I always got a sense of a message rather than fear or rather than gobbledygook. It always felt like there was expression, there was energy, there was knowledge, there was golden nuggets of truth being spoken, and it was almost like a need to understand it, and I never could. I understood the client when they got up afterwards off the bed and they explained what they went through and what they were feeling and seeing, which was phenomenal in itself. And hopefully one day the book will come out and you'll be able to read some of the stories of what my clients told me, what they went through an hour or an hour and a half of intense healing with Moldavite on their third eye or their heart chakra. And that you just can't really explain. I mean, I did explain to some people that there is a process you normally find, and they don't always go through that process. Sometimes it stops midway. I don't know why neither, and that is that the client will go into a sleep, and then you will lay the Moldavite on the third eye, and then they'll start to inhale, exhale, breathe heavy, just like I explained to you. Whenever I'm working with Moldavite, just like these pieces, my heart feels like it's expanded now, and it feels like I need to exhale. And I struggle to exhale and I struggle to inhale. That is it's not the Moldavite flush, because the Moldavite flush is more about you going bright red. But part of the Moldavite flush, which is basically the energy that is being created, which is the experience you feel, which is called the Moldavite flush, part of that experience is internal in the chest. And that's why when you grow bright red is a sign that you are venting, that you are clearing. It's just like when you get flu, when you get colds, you start to get hot, boiling hot, and you're venting, you're clearing out. That's why I've said to you before, guys, if you ever trust me, and if you are healing when you wear Moldavite, you are cleansing. Even though you might feel you're going through some terrible suffering, you feel like you're going through, you feel like you're getting sick or ill, and this reaction, it's not a reaction, it's a venting process. It's a detoxification via Moldavite. Moldavite clears the worst that is trapped and stuck within you. So I know that's a side note, but yeah, going back to like men, women, children, they all went through that process. Happened 3 or 4 or 5 times maybe, and but the times of the breath work was hundreds of times, and I used to get excited waiting for the next level of the Moldavite experience. So basically, you start to breathe deep, and then it turns into. And you can hear that. You're literally giving a healing session, you can start hearing. Then you know that leads on to the Moldavite language. So it was fascinating. Anyway, I don't want to go into too much detail now. One day you'll read the book, but it was fascinating, and it was incredible what happened to the clients after the healing session. When they got up, their life changed and they saw things in a different way. It was never the same anymore. It was not like, okay, I'm going to eat, drink, sleep and work. It's like something's changed, something's happened. So there's many, I wrote down many things. One of the things that I believe that it somehow breaks the walls of the pineal gland. Something happens to that alpha muscle that just sparks it. Something happens and it awakens people, and not everybody, but many. So yeah, that's just some of the fascinating things of Moldavite. That's why I love wearing it, and I love wearing different pieces. I love wearing the same piece. I've worn one piece for 3 years, sometimes longer. So and then I'll try different ones in between. So Moldavite is beautiful, and that's why I've always been an advocate for Moldavite. And every time somebody's trying to diss it, every time there's a new influencer telling you that it's evil, or a Jesus, somebody who's just taken up Jesus for the first time, that they were into crystals and now saying it's all evil. You know, guys, at the end of the day, I've been in this work long enough to say that this kind of fear that's thrown upon you, find Jesus or else you're all going to burn in hell, or you listen to me because I'm an influencer and this happened to me, it's all fear-based, right? All fear-based. If for any I mean, there are certain things that I avoid, of course, because I've experienced it over time, and that is the Ouija board. I have no interest in that because I believe it is a negative. It brings forward negative thoughts and feelings. It brings forward a dark energy. There's just something about it, I believe, brings forward a dark energy. I have never met a crystal in my life that brings forward dark energy. A crystal is let's say, Mother Earth mineral that's been created from her earth. So she's created this over thousands of years, sometimes millions of years. That is a natural thing that cannot cause evil. It is Mother Earth giving to you and sharing with you the memory of all of that amazingness that's gone into it to create it. So I have a different take, and I often see when people start to use either religion or fear as a way to look at something and attack something. I find that a bit bizarre. I've never seen somebody who's been fully balanced, full of love, full of joy, ever say, today I just feel that I'm going to turn to Jesus. Or today I just want to talk about Moldavite because I think it's a bit negative. No, they only do that when they're in total disaster in themselves. They're confused. Everything's gone wrong in the past and nothing's gone right for them. So then they find ways of blaming things. But you can see it on their face. You can see it quite clearly. You're not in a good place, love. And I'm sorry, but I ain't going to listen to you talking about Jesus and saying that everything else is bad, especially when you did it all of those years. Problem is, whatever you did didn't work for you. So now you have to blame something else and now jump onto something else. And now this is the answer. It's like, true understanding of life to me is when you're balanced. That's when you really truly understand, when you see things. When you see things when you're down and sad, that's something, for me, completely different, a different energy. And for one, yeah, when I'm happy and sad, Moldavite is the perfect crystal for me. It really is. Have a great day, guys. Love you all. Take care.